Good afternoon, everyone. All right, it's done. It's the knife that I've been showing pictures of and videos of and everything for the past week or so, and lots of comments on it, lots of interest in it, and it's spoken for. So sorry, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, there it is. Wow, I'm pretty happy with the way this has come out. The sheath is dark, which I intended it to be. This is called a Missouri Bowie knife, okay? And this is a traditional type of sheath, all right, for knives like this in that period of time. Like I showed on the other videos, this is a button stud, it's called, okay? So it just pops off there. It's got a little slit in the hole. These work great, really nice. And you don't have to have it on there either. If you don't, you just slide it to the side inside the loop. So, all right, here it comes. See if I can get the whole thing in the picture. Yeah. I know. Yep. I'm pretty happy with this one. It's not sharpened yet, so I'm not cutting the hell out of my hand. Anyway, so this is... Again, this is a Missouri Bowie. Okay, the reason it's called a Missouri Bowie is because it's got a drop-down edge tip on it, okay? Whereas the other Bowies have that clip point going up. So this is kind of a regional type of style. It's an Arkansas toothpick also. But the real distinctive thing here is the coffin handle, okay? Of course, the reason I call it a coffin handle is it looks like coffin. Wider up here. Hang on a second. It's that time of the day, okay. All right, that's better. Okay, lots of pins, lots of brass pins, and back in the old days, that was used to fasten the handle on. Okay, nowadays it's more of a decorative type thing. With the epoxies that we have, you wouldn't need to put any kind of fastener really on it. Of course, I do, but this really makes it stand out. And that was what they used to do. They used to put a lot of pins on there. Sometimes they were bigger ones, bigger tack rivets for decorative effect. But now, that tiger I got on there, boy, I tell you, I've got some real nice pieces here, and it doesn't hurt it at all. Those pins just kind of accentuates the whole look. Initially, I was going to put walnut on here. Okay, which would have been a traditional wood too. So is the tiger, but something just didn't seem right to me when I was putting it on there. It just didn't look right. I said it needs to be dark, it needs to be a dark wood, but it needed to be that tiger. It just needed, and it's darker than what I typically put on a lot of knives. So yeah, I got that look that I wanted, that dark age look, and I still got that figure in there too. So. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that handle again. All right. In the previous videos, I showed how I did that. It's a frame handle. Okay. As you can see, it looks like it's a full tang knife, which it is. It is in effect. What I did was I cut the tang out of the entire piece that was I initially forged that out of. Okay. This is a piece of. Not a piece of. This is an actual horseshoe rasp. Okay, 1095 steel, very tough steel. Really good edge holding abilities. So, so the reason I did that, okay, was again you can't get that brass blade guard over the end of this. This is wide here. Okay, too wide, right? But you can't get that effect. You can't have that look or the whole thing there without making a frame handle. Okay, so that's what this is a classic thing. You don't see that done too very often. So anyway, so I got it back on here. This is, again, these are all, I don't know if you can see it, silver soldered. Okay, so are the bolsters. So I get the guard on, put the frame back on for the handle. I welded that back into place. Then I put the bolsters on. Now these bolsters are pinned also. There's two pins here. You can't see it. It's blended right in from all the grinding and the polishing there. And then like I said, everything's welded back together, and then I put the handle on afterward. In fact, I put the handle on before I put the pins in, okay, because everything needs to be ground to the right shape and to the right dimensions, and then you have to put those pins exactly where you want them, okay. If you put them in a different spot and you grind it away and it's just not even, it doesn't look right. Lots of work. So what turns out to be a very comfortable handle, very tough knife. It has no effect on the strength. In fact, it's probably even stronger to a degree. And it just looks, I'm very happy with this. Very happy. This edge, like I said, this is not sharpened. It could be. Traditionally, it would have been. But, all right. So, there it is again. There it is. And again, this one is spoken for, so anybody wants something, please call me at the shop. All my information is here. Or send me an email off of my site. Join my wait list. All my contact information is there. Now, please remember, I have an awful huge backlog here. Thank God for all of it. Lots of work. We'll just talk about, whatever it is that you'd like to have done, but it's going to be a little bit of time. So, what else? Thanks again for everybody subscribing. We're getting awful damn close to that 1,000 subscriber mark here, so kind of like to get to that point here. So thanks again for everybody doing that, and having a really good time here. Next knives coming up here. I know you've been waiting on this. The gentleman that ordered this from me. It's that V44 Marine Raider Bowie. It's also based on the Western knife brand. It's a big knife. I showed a video, an updated video on that a little while back. I've been working on that. Haven't made any other videos on that, but I'm about to. That one's the next one coming up. That's a monster knife. So that should be some really good watching here. Anyway, thanks again, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again.